Hi there everyone and welcome to APTU. Today we're going to be covering some quick tips for picking locations users. So we're not going to be going into all the ins and outs of picking locations. We're just going to be talking about some quick tips if you're setting up a product, if you're going through some simple changes and you're finding some difficulties with our picking locations feature. So some quick notes: if we come into manage inventory, we'll see that we have picking locations assigned. If you see a product in a warehouse that does not have a picking location assigned, that is that the item is blank, so you can see for this item it currently does not have any picking locations assigned up here. This is a sign that you will not be able to ship that product. So it looks like we've actually received that part. It's in stock somewhere, but it's not in a location. So we need to be able to get that product into a location. I'm going to show you how. We're going to come into admin, we're going to come into utilities, and we're going to come into our picking locations, MPL. And we're going to go to manage MPL. So this is going to allow us to look at our various picking locations, and we've created a whole bunch. And what you want to do is just click that A button, and this is going to allow you to associate product with a picking location. So now what we would do is we would search out the product that we're having difficulty with, and we might find that it's not assigned to any particular location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and assign it to some locations, and when we do, we're going to get this option when we apply to move inventory into a picking location. If we click yes, it will move it to this location. If we click no, it will move it into whatever location the item is assigned as default, so it's default picking location. If we have some stray items that are out in no man's land, it'll move them into a picking location, and if we hit cancel, it will not move the items at all. So I will click yes to move it into this picking location. So now we have those items in picking locations. That will resolve any difficulty when it comes to picking an item that has picking locations enabled. And now if we come back, we can see that those items are now enabled for this picking location. We need to move between locations, or if we need to adjust items out of a location, we can click the location name on this screen and start to change the stock levels. Let's go into this item, for example. If we click on that location name, we can change how many are in each location, or we can go ahead and choose from a location to a location whether or not it's been previously assigned to the product, a quantity, and even check off which lot and serial numbers we're transferring. So that's one way that we can adjust stock levels. We would actually need to reduce the level that's in this location and then set a new quantity to be lower than that level. So it becomes sort of a two-step process. And what I want to show you is instead of that, if we want to take an item that's in a picking location and reduce the amount, we're going to work with this cut granite. What we can do is we can go to the multiple adjustment screen. That's this gray button right here, allows us to use multiple adjustments, and this is more of a transactional way to do things. So if we go ahead and search for a product, we'll get a little search here. We're going to use that cut granite, and we'll add that to this transaction. So we've got 50 units available. And I can set the quantity difference. So it could be positive, it could be negative. Today, we're actually going to do it negative. So I'll set that as negative, and we'll just get that same cut granite on the order. We're going to do that. Now we've got our cut granite. And as we do a quantity difference, we can say 25 pieces out, or we can do 10 pieces out. And it knows what picking location to take it out of. All we have to do is we have to apply a reason. So damaged. This is a very easy way to write stock up and down when we're working with picking locations. I'm going to go ahead and adjust that out. So that concludes some quick tips for picking location users. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.